Huh, I wonder. Fairy type, you say? I like me some fairy types. Welcome to Pokemon X, like fairy types. I'm gonna be the best fairy type trainer in the world. The newly discovered type that no one's ever knew for a while. What a bit to start off the episode, ain't it? Come here, Mawile. Nope, move at all. Perfect. Alright, to fight Sean for the first time. And well, since I have a steel type, she only does... I was able to get through it pretty well. Her bubbles did good damage, but Fairy Wind knocked her down a peg. Almost died though, because of Torrent. Alright, catch my next team member, which is Azurill. Yeah, have fun that... Yep, that's gonna be fun to raise. Alright, time by Viola. Since I start off by biting her Surskit down, I eventually take it out. After she heals, and her Vivillon, I start fake tearsing. I fake tears it down, so that I start hitting it with Fairy Winds. And I eventually take it out as I do some tackles and infestations. I don't know why I keep going for tackle, honestly. Alright, I catch my next team member, which is a Ralts. Yeah. Alright, to fight Professor Cuckoo. He's off a Bulbasaur lead off with Ralts. He goes for Leech Seed, I go for Confusion. He goes for Confusion, he goes for Tackle and Vine Whip. He eventually takes Ralts out with the Vine Whip. I send out Fang to take it out with the Bite. Next up is Charmander. I send out Azurill, take it out with a couple Bubble Beams that I missed because of a smoke screen. And last up's a Squirtle, which I send out Fang for, and I just take it out with a couple bites. Yeah, that was easy. Alright, time to fight Tierno for the first time. Leads off with a Corphish. I start confusing it. He goes for Swords Dance, send out Mawile. Going for Swords Dance. I go for Fairy Wind, and the Bite takes it out. Okay, time to fight Tierno and Charmander in a double battle, because, you know, you only fight these guys 2 or 3 times, so might as well get it all done in the early game, right? So, it was a double battle. Corphish, and I was able to... I decided to send out Mawile so Ralts wouldn't faint. I was eventually able to take them both out. Yeah, it's kind of like... I don't know how to describe this double battle. It's just a random-ass fight that really happens for no reason, one or another. Okay, I catch my next team member, which is an Eevee. And time to fight Grant. He was off on a Mora, lead off with my newly evolved Azumarill. I go for Bubble Beams. I get paralyzed, go for Bubble Beam again. Next up is his Tyrant. I charm it all the way down after flinching a couple times from Bite. And then after I got done charming it, I sent out Sylveon to get out the Fuse Rain because that was Grant. We're about to get our final team member soon, people. Alright, Karina wants to get out before our gym fight, so he sends out Lucario. I send out Sylveon. I just Draining Kiss it as a power-up punch and Swords Dance and Metal Sounds, yeah. Second Lucario didn't fret much better. Same thing, just started raising its stats, and I took it out with a couple Draining Kisses. Catch my next team member, which is Dedenne. Yep. Alright, time to fight Serena. She leads off with Meowstic. I lead off with Cheeks. I go for Nuzzle, then I get out with the Volt Switch, send out Fang, that's what I called it, and I went for a couple Feint attacks. Then I eventually take it out. Next up was her Breaks In. I decided to stay in. Let's go for Side Beam. I switch out into Azumarill. Bubble Beam takes it out into 2 Bubble Beams. Last up's our Absol, and it gets taken out in 2 returns. God, if I got my Azurill evolved a bit sooner, I could have had Aqua Tail. Oh well. Alright, next up is the actual gym fight with Karina now. She's off of Mienfoo, lead off with Fang. I Fairy Wind her Mienfoo down a bit, and I eventually take it out. Next up to Haralucha. I start Fairy Winding it down as she power-up punches, then Flying Presses for some reason, allowing me to get another Fairy Wind, and it pushes me out with the Flying Press. Send out the Dedenne, take it out with the Volt Switch, then I send out Gardevoir against her Machoke. I was able to tank my Confusion enough so she can heal with her both for Hyper Potions, but I eventually took her out with Confusions. Ah, Karina. Why'd you do that to yourself? Alright, time to face Serena again. She's off Meowstic. Jesus Christ, they give you 5 rivals and you only fight 1, really. And saying this before, it's taken out by Feint attacks. Even though I have Crunch now, I don't know why I didn't go for Crunch. Breaks went down a Bubble to a couple Surfs, and Apps went down to a 1 critical return. Yeah, Serena, maybe you should rethink your life choices. Okay, time to fight Ramos, probably the worst level gym leader, because they don't think you level up at all between the next 2 gyms, I guess. I Parabolic charged his Jumpluff to death, and I take it out. Then next up is his Go-Goat. I nuzzled it, then I Volt Switched out into Gardevoir. I was able to take out Confusion and after I Calm Minded up a little bit. Yeah, Gardevoir doesn't know anything else besides Confusion and Magical Leaf. I probably should have waited on it. Whatever. The Weavile comes out, misses its Poison Powder, then I take it out with 1 Confusion. That was Ramos. What an easy fight. God, I hate how useless you two are. It's dark as shit, oh my god. I see why the town shut down, Jesus. Wow, that doesn't help at all, huh? Alright, Clement. A character that I really had no thought about being in the anime. What's up? He Volt Switches immediately, and I did the same afterwards with my Dedenne. I send out Fang, but I get taken out by 1 Thunderbolt by his Magneton. So I send out Bounce, I take it out with a Surf. Power Punch. I surprised a Thunderbolt from his hero list. Then he heals it, allowing me to take out another Power Punch. That's up to Molga, which takes me out with the Volt Switch, but I set out my Dedenne to take it out with the Parabolic Charge. Okay, time to fight Serena again. But like I said, only route to fight. I crunched her Meowstic down. I basically take it out too, as she Psychics me. Next up's her Delphox. I learn Air Defense. I switch out. I stayed in to get killed. I send out Bounce, and I surf it down. Then I take it out. Last up's her Absol, which I take out with a superpower that I literally just learned. Yay. Okay, time to fight Valerie now. She's up in Mawile. I'll lead off with Dedenne. I Thunderbolt it down. 2 Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts do it in after she's done healing it. After Mawile goes down, next up's her Mr. Mime, which I play rough. I missed the play rough, though. The next one, I get hit by a Psychic, bringing me to red health. Next play rough takes it out. Last up Sylveon. I hit with the play rough. I hit with Dazzling Gleam. I then send out Azumarill to return it, do big damage. I get Charms. I try to Surf to finish it off, but luckily she has no more healing items, so another Surf finishes it off, and that was Valerie. Alright, let's fight the Wonder Twins, because I don't care to learn their names, and they're honestly not that important. I Moonblast her Lightbird, one-shot it, then a Minute went down to a Moonblast, and whatever the hell Serena's Meowstic did. Yeah, that worthless. Alright, time to fight Mabel, the blue one. Blue bitch. Nice lipstick. Her Houndoom went down to Thunderbolts. Yeah, nothing interesting. Alright, Serena, can you give me a challenge? No. Damn it. Her Meowstic just disarming voice, and she withdrew to Jolteon's house Thunderbolting, so I Psychic that bitch down. Literally, I literally tore through most of her team. With Gardevoir until Delphox came out, hit me with a Psychic, which lowered my special defense. It took me out with a Flamethrower. Yeah, but you can assume what I did to her Delphox after that, though. Let's just say Bounce had a Surf in for it, then Superpower one-shot her Absol. God. Okay, time to fight Olympia. The most forgettable gym leader, one of the most forgettable gym leaders in this gen. Full gen of forgettable gym leaders. I'm looking at you, Wolfric. And speaking of it, her gym battle is also pretty damn easy and forgettable. I literally crunched Thunderbolt and shot Sigilyph. Meowstic, I just crunched down with Mawile. Then I let Slowking kill Mawile, and I sent out Dedenne to take it out with the Thunderbolt. Yeah, that happened. Alright, time to fight Lysander for the first time. Leads off with Mienfoo. I lead off with Gardevoir. Psychic one-shots it. Next up is Gyarados. I go for Thunderbolt, and I one-shot it. Next up is Murkrow, and Dazzling Gleam one-shot. Last up is Pyroar. I go for Psychics. He's gonna be a Fire Blast. And I eventually take out Psychics. Yep. Okay, time to fight the admins that no one remembers or whatever. The ones that look like Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, this person had Dragon Dark, so Dazzling Gleam did it in. Next Powerpuff Girl. She had a Manectric, and I Psychic'd it. And that's really it. The most thing is she paralyzed me with Thunderbolt. Bitch. Then she also had a Drapion, which was actually a little bit concerning. But at the end of the day, Mawile was able to take it out with Flamethrowers. Oh, like, can I say, Mawile using Flamethrower is fucking hilarious. It just comes out of his back mouth. I don't know why I find that so funny. Okay, time to fight the last Powerpuff Girl or whatever. Play Rough, one-shot her Lightbird. Next up is Bisharp. I go for Thunderbolt. 2 Thunderbolts, take it out. Okay, time to... Oh, wait, I missed one. Never mind. It's Mabel. How could I forget Mabel? Thunderbolt on the Houndoom, Play Rough on Weavile, and that was it. Okay, here's Fat Fuck. You only fight once. He goes for Cross Poison. I go Thunderbolt to one-shot. Next up's Malamar. I go for Play Rough. So I have the Cycle Cook, but I missed my next Play Rough. Talk about luck, right? And then he takes me out. Okay, Lysander. Time to fight again. You crazy, crazy man. He's off with Mienfoo. I Play Rough it, then Thunderbolt because I don't trust it. Gyarados, one-shot by Thunderbolt. Next up's Pyroar. I stay in. I go for Volt Switch. I'm doing about 40%. He's gonna be a Fire Blast on Bounce. Burns me, by the way. He burned me both every time he used Fire Blast on my Pokemon. I'll add. Next up's Honchkrow, takes me out with Aerial Ace plus Burn. I send out Sylveon, I go for Moonblast, and I one-shot it. Now it's Lysander. Okay, I catch my final team member, Xerneas. Yeah, you should have seen this coming. Fairy God Legendary. Alright, time to fight Lysander for the final time now. Mienfoo is one-shot by Moonblast. So does this Honchkrow. I swear, Lysander, you have a very big weakness to Fairy types, man. Like, seriously, I know Fairy types are overpowered, but goddamn, you're weak by the type everyone's gonna be using. And yeah, his Gyarados came over the Timid, went down to 2 Play Roughs. Like, I feel bad for Lysander. Hey look, it's the superhero guys. Y'all sure helped, huh? Alright, so Sycamore wants to fight after I defeat that great man Lysander you always said he was. So second one-shot is Venusaur. Next up's Blastoise. Thunderbolt two-shotted it as it went for Skull Bash, so it did nothing. Last up's Charizard, where I Thunderbolt it, goes for Air Slash, and Thunderbolt takes it out. Once again, great man Lysander from Kukui. Alright, time for Rival Bridge. Meaning, hey, all the other rivals you had wants to fight you now. Delcatty and Goodra went down to Moonblast, and so does her Greninja. Wow. Donna, I am sorry. Alright, it's time to fight Belly Dancer again. He's off with Talonflame. I go for Night Slash, but I get burns from Flame Body. My luck, so next Night Slash doesn't kill. So I switch out into R34 for Psychic and take it out. Next up is Roserade, Psychic one-shots, and last up is Crawdaunt, which I go for Dazzling Gleam. Yep. Okay, now time to fight Trevor. Trevor, you're probably the most forgettable out of the cast of forgettable, bland rivals. Moonblast one-shots his Raichu. Next up is Florges. I keep busting down, I bet you take it out. Last up is Aerodactyl. Yeah, nothing special with this one. Okay, now that's done over. Time to fight Wolfric. Wolfric leads off with Abomasnow. I flamethrower it, I burn it, but the burn barely doesn't kill, so I go for Ironhead now. He wastes all his potion on Abomasnow. Ironhead eventually kills him. Cryogonal goes down to 1 Ironhead after Abomasnow falls. Not before hitting me with the Flash Cannon. Last up's Avalugg. I go for Flamethrower to do damage, but he takes me out with an Avalanche. I send out Xerneas and Moonblast finishes it off. Okay, time for Serena now, the final rival fight. Dealt a Meowstic, I lead off with Xerneas. I go for Mega Horn, she goes for Fake Out, so I don't attack. I go for Mega Horn, take it out. Next up's Delphox. I go for Night Slash. Night Slash does about 75%. She goes for Flamethrower, Night Slash finishes it off. Next up is her Jolteon. I go for Moonblast because her Discharge. Discharge paralyzed me, but next Discharge barely doesn't kill me, so I go for Moonblast, finish it off. Next up, Altaria goes for Dazzling Gleam, but barely doesn't kill me, so Moonblast one-shots it. Absol took out Xerneas, then R34 took it out Absol, the Dazzling Gleam, and that was Serena. Alright, starting off the lead four is Draznite. Who'd have thought, going after the Dragon one first. I lead off with Gardevoir. I Psychic down her Dragology. It barely survives, so me a Sludge Bomb. She heals, I go for Psychic again. She heals, she heals again, I bet you take it out. Next up is her Noivern. Is not Noivern, Altaria goes for Cotton Guard. I go for Dazzling Gleam, takes it out. Noivern goes down to hits me with an Air Slash. I take it out, it takes me out. I send out one. I just Moonblasted away, and so does the last Pokemon, Moonblast. Alright, time to fight Seabolt. I lead off with Dedenne. I Thunderbolt, one-shot his Klutzer. Surprisingly, Gyarados gets one-shot too. Barbaracul's taken out by a critical Grass Knot. Moreover, Grass Knot is 4 times effective, and well, it's a big boy. Darmy took 2, even with Light Screen, so it's down to 2 Thunderbolts. Okay, time to fight Malva, the most annoying one here. So, Pyro goes down after hitting me with Flamethrower. Talonflame goes down after a couple Acrobatics for the Waterfall. Then the Torkoal, I actually flinched, so I couldn't set up a Sunny Day, so she healed it. I was able to take it out while she was healing it. But then comes Chandelure. It confuses me. I hit myself in Confusion, and then she goes for Flamethrower. I hit myself in Confusion again, takes me out Flamethrower. Okay, I send out Xerneas. Go for Night Slash, do a little over half. Confuses me. I hit myself in Confusion. Flamethrower burns me, and then I hit myself in Confusion again. I get taken out. Yeah, that's fun. Send out Cheeks, Thunderbolt, finish it off. Okay, time for the one I was fearing the most. Whatever the Steel guy is. He's off a Klefki, sets up Spikes. I use Thunderbolt and take him out. Next up is Probopass. I go for Thunderbolt. He goes for Earth Power. I go for Volt Switch to Azumarill. He heals. After that, I Waterfall him down. 2 Waterfalls take him out. Next up is Caesar. Couple Waterfalls do him in. The last up is his Aegislash, but I got lucky because I flinched it so its stance changed, it flinched. Let's get out another Waterfall. Alright, time to fight the champion. She leads off with Hawlucha, lead off with Dedenne. And don't mind the lag. Thunderbolt is able to one-shot Hawlucha after getting poisoned and hit by Poison Jab. Next up is Tyrantrum. I go for Play Rough, takes me out with Head Smash. I send out Azumarill to take it out. I send out Monument to take out the Moonblast. Next up is Aurorus. I go for Moonblast. It goes for Light Screen Touch to bounce. Go for Waterfall and I take it out. Next up is her Gourgeist. I go for Play Rough. I missed the first one, so it's going to be a Trick or Treat. Then goes for the Disappearing move. I take it out. Next up is Goodra. I go for Play Rough again. And last up is Gardevoir. I go for Play Rough doing damage. Takes me out with Thunderbolt. I send out Mawile. She heals and a critical Ironhead takes it out. And that was the champion. Yep, that easy. And there you have it. Pokemon X for the only fairy types. See you next time. Subscribe if you enjoyed.